It took 5 years for Kouta and Chihiro to reconnect, but now that time has run out, Chihiro had to return home. Kouta pondered when they'll meet again, with Chihiro telling him that if he misses her, then he should visit. She says that she'll be waiting for him. 3 months passed and Kouta finally got the chance to visit Chihiro. He fixed his hair as he excitedly waited at the door, but it flung open unexpectedly as Chihiro rushed out, late for club practice. Shocked, Chihiro asked Kouta why is he here. He answers simply, he said he promised to see her, so here he is. Blushing and making a little pouty face, she comments quietly that he actually came for her. Kouta, looking at Chihiro like a puppy, asks to hang out, but Chihiro declines for now since she has club activities, leaving Kouta saddened, though she leaves him with the promise that they will make up for it later. Chihiro's mum spots Kouta and asks him if Chihiro already left. He asks her if there's an issue, with Chihiro's mum saying that Chihiro's always been too careless and left without her bento box. Kouta, seeing an opportunity to help, offers to deliver the bento box to Chihiro. As he walked through the streets, he contemplated Chihiro not changing from her usual self, even though they had such a romantic moment back in their hometown. He considers the possibility that he's the only one who noticed a difference between them ever since that moment. Hearing someone call out, "Nice serve," he turns to look for the origin of the voice, peering into a sports hall. Standing dumbstruck, he stares at Chihiro, looking as cool as can be while playing volleyball with her club. He watches as she scores, before he is spotted by Chihiro, who calls out his name with surprise. She asks him, almost confrontational, what he's doing in a place like this. Kouta explains that her mum mentioned that Chihiro forgot her bento, so he had volunteered to bring it. He apologizes, saying that he must be a bother for appearing so suddenly without a warning. Chihiro comforts him, saying that of course she wouldn't be bothered by him appearing. She thanks him for delivery and he happily responds. Kouta then awkwardly comments on the number of girls at Chihiro's school. She responds that of course this is the case. It's because it's an all-girls school. Kouta is baffled by the news and reaches new levels of awkwardness. As he stands there, a flurry of squeeze echoes through the hall as all the girls present are charmed by Kota's cuteness. They rush towards him as Kouta can do nothing but act like a deer in the headlights. The pair are grilled by the cluster of girls, bombarding them with questions. Who is he? Does he have a girlfriend? Etc., etc. One girl nominates herself for the role, as Chihiro begins to get annoyed. As the girls gush over him, saying he's so cute. When he's blushing, Chihiro becomes even more infuriated. Chihiro ends up grabbing Kota's bag by the handle and begins to drag him off. One of the girls calls out to Chihiro-senpai that it's unfair for her to hug Kouta all to herself. Now holding Kota's wrist, Chihiro turns and gives a death glare to all the girls lusting after her, Kouta. In a threatening tone, she tells them that she has to talk to Kouta about something important. The girls realize what's going on and begin to disperse, telling Chihiro to take her time. She brings Kouta into the gym storage room and locks the door behind her. Kouta calls out to her as Chii-Chan, asking if she's mad. She rapidly yells back that she's not mad. Her voice lowering and her face reddening, she tells Kouta that he shouldn't be fawning over other girls, especially in front of her. Kouta asked how he can cheer Chii-Chan up, to which she walked past him and sat on the gym pads and pouted for a kiss with her eyes closed. As Kouta stood there getting redder and redder, Chihiro told him that she shouldn't have to spell it out, and she's embarrassed waiting for him like this. Kouta swallows, then moves forward. Placing one hand gently on her cheek and the other on her shoulder, Kouta leant in bit by bit until Chihiro's mouth sought out his, tongue beginning to trace Kota's lips. The kiss was passionate, intense, and full of pent-up feelings. Taking a step back, Kouta bluntly points out that Chii-Chan's face went completely red, with Chihiro throwing the comment back at him, saying that he's the same. Chihiro begins to say that she didn't expect him to come visit her so soon, even following her to her school. She asks directly while blushing if he really missed her that much. Chihiro is taken aback as Kouta says that he missed her that much. Being caught off guard, she goes completely red again and fidgets. As she mumbles and plays with her hands, Kouta starts to speak again. Clamping his eyes shut and readying his heart, he begins his confession, starting with the declaration of love to the enamored Chihiro, then asking if she will please be his girlfriend. Chihiro does her best to hold in her laughter, but it slips out and she begins to laugh hard. Kouta calls her mean to laugh at his confession, which Chihiro tries to counter by saying how could she not? Kouta fumbled the most important part in an adorable way. But that's so him, and she loves that about him. She then asks him to continue from where they left off in the showers all those months ago. After their passionate time together, now as boyfriend and girlfriend, Kouta asks what's wrong as Chihiro just sits there. She tells him it's nothing really, it's just... Anytime she now enters the storage room, she'll have all these memories flooding back to her. Kouta, seeing Chihiro's adorable face with rosy cheeks, can only call out her name in a thoughtful manner. Changing back to being Osundere, she tells Kouta to forget it. Nothing happened, forget it all. As she said this, the storage door collapsed and the entire volleyball team fell through the new opening, yelling at each other. In a threatening tone, Chihiro asks what they heard. One player says that no, they definitely didn't hear all the passion that was going on, revealing that they'd been there from the start. Chihiro went redder than she had ever been from the embarrassment before ordering everyone on their knees, adding Kouta to those being punished. Kouta is startled but complies. Kouta only thinks that Chihiro hasn't really changed. She's just like the her from her past. That she's scary when she's mad.